I'm cooking up a few of my favorite everyday recipes, quick to make, full of flavor and always satisfying. These are the kinds of dishes I turn to when I want something easy but still exciting. Let's get into it, you might find your new favorite today. In the first recipe, we are merging a cheesy omelet with a milky hot dog bun and a hearty filling. Trust me, it's gonna be delicious and satisfying. First things first, grab a mixing bowl, crack in 3 eggs and let's amp up the flavors. We're talking about a teaspoon each of dried onion, dried parsley, chili flakes and salt to taste. Give it a good whisk until it's totally smooth. Now the fun begins. First, take a piece of cheese and grate it until you have about half a cup, or just eyeball it to match the size of your pan. Then, take that grated cheese and add it to the preheated pan. Spread the cheese evenly over the pan, and then drown over it the egg mixture. And now the magic starts. While our egg is still doing its thing, quickly prep a hot dog bun. Slice it in half and sneak it into the pan. Once our omelette is ready, it's time to make this dish a showstopper. Just look at how the cheese has crisped up. It's a thing of beauty, I tell you. For my breakfast, I choose sausages, but before we get to those, we need a bit more flavor. A bit of ketchup and mayo, classic. Warm up the sausages on the pan or wherever convenient. Tuck it into our morning hot dog creation and sprinkle some finely chopped onions on top. Fold it up and there you have it. It's hearty, it's delicious and it's absolutely original. Remember, you can tweak the filling to your liking. Get ready for some finger-licking goodness. These air fryer ribs are so tender and flavorful, they'll fall off the bone and melt in your mouth. First, remove the membrane and cut the ribs into individual pieces for easier handling and cooking. Next, grab a bowl and transfer your cut ribs into it. Now let's prepare the marinade, which will infuse the ribs with incredible flavor. For a hassle-free way to handle a lot of garlic, here's a neat trick. After breaking a head of garlic, peel the cloves. Then, lay them between 2 sheets of parchment paper. Instead of chopping, simply beat them with a heavy object, like a glass bottle. This technique is not only efficient, but also saves time and effort, especially when you need minced garlic in bulk for a flavorful marinade. Add the garlic to the ribs in the bowl. Now, pour in some barbecue sauce, red wine, soy sauce, and oyster sauce. These ingredients create a rich, deep flavor profile. Add a bit of honey for sweetness, then mix everything together. Let the ribs marinate for a while to soak up all those delicious flavors. When ready, place the ribs in the air fryer. Cook them at 180 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes. This ensures they are evenly cooked and beautifully browned, offering a perfect finish. And there you have it. The ribs are done. They're spicy, tasty, and a little sweet, just as ribs should be. Next up, croissants in a waffle maker. Let's roll out the puff pastry, the yesty kind. Now cut the sheet into triangles. Classic croissant shape. Keep going, more triangles. Then roll each one into a croissant. Now place them straight into the waffle maker and brush with a bit of butter. Close the lid, 5 minutes on the clock. And here they are, golden and ready. Time to make the filling. Place the croissant on a baking tray. Take a slice of cheddar or two, let's be honest. Lay it right on top of the hot, crispy croissant. Pop it into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for just 3 minutes, enough to melt the cheese perfectly. Now for the bacon. Fry a few slices until they are golden and crisp. Low to medium heat works best. It renders the fat slowly and keeps the bacon from burning. If you're making extra, drain them on paper towels and they'll stay perfectly crisp for later. Takes about 5 minutes. Then transfer them to a cutting board and chop them up into tiny bacon bits. Use a sharp knife and keep the tip on the board. It's faster and gives you more control. And if you like bigger chunks, no problem, just go with what you'd want in every bite. Now, grab your melty croissant from the oven and sprinkle generously with bacon. Top it off with a handful of chopped green onions. Savory croissant, done! The kind of breakfast worth slowing down for. Cutting into it feels like unwrapping a crispy, cheesy gift. Enjoy! Let's get into something seriously satisfying. First, meat grinder on. In goes 350 grams of beef. Once that's ground, it's time to build flavor. Add 1 tablespoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 3 cloves of garlic pressed, and 150 grams of shredded cheddar. It all goes into the bowl and then hands in, mix until smooth and sticky. Now for the onions. Slice them thick and break them into rings. Take a scoop of the meat mix and roll it into a little sausage between your palms. Here's the trick. Big onion ring on the outside, rub the meat ring inside and press a smaller onion ring in the center. Now grab your bacon slices and rub them all the way around, tight and snug. Place them on a rack and into oven they go, 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. These make seriously good snacks. Perfect for movie night or wherever your evening brings. I dipped mine in a spicy hot sauce. And yeah, it was a hit. Next up, a fun twist on tortillas you'll love, Tortilla Pockets. Looks like someone forgot to hit the brakes on this bowl. There we go. Grab your marinara sauce, about 5 tablespoons, and add it to a bowl. Next, grate 40 grams of parmesan and 150 grams of mozzarella, then toss them into the bowl. Shredded mozzarella adds the perfect texture for a cheesy blend. Cut 50 grams of salami sausage into bâtonnets, fancy word for small, thicker sticks, because even our filling deserves a touch of sophistication. Mix it all together and voila, your filling is ready. Look at that, the perfect mix ready to be used. For the glue to seal the pockets, mix 1 tablespoon of flour with a bit of water until smooth. And there it is, your perfect edible adhesive ready to work its magic. Now, take a half tortilla, fold it, and brush the edges with your flour glue. Carefully seal it into a cone shape, taking a moment to ensure it's perfectly secure. And there it is, your cone is ready. Fill it up with your pizza mixture almost like a mini calzone. Then, brush the edges to seal the top, place it on a baking tray, and it's ready for the next step. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the cheese melts and the tortilla turns perfectly crispy. Once they're out of the oven, get ready for a treat Delicious, fun, and absolutely satisfying. The filling is packed with flavor thanks to the perfect blend of cheese and salami. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it on your social media.